Hello Hannah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Hannah, I'm 23 years old. I grew up in Suffolk and I currently live in Ipswich. As my day job, I work at Suffolk County Council, and one of my main passions is improving the lives of young people.
What led you to become a trustee with Suffolk Family Carers?
Yeah, so my employer actually offers some paid volunteering leave, and I was looking at some ways as to how I could actually use that to be the best benefit. So I reached out to the charity Community Action Suffolk, which is a charity in Suffolk that help other charities in Suffolk, and they actually have a programme that recruits young trustees to charity boards across Suffolk. And I applied to Suffolk Family Carers because they were looking for one at the time, and the more I found out about Suffolk Family Carers, the more I wanted to get involved because it's just such a fantastic charity that have a great impact across Suffolk.
What worried you the most about becoming a trustee?
So, coming into the board, I knew that I didn't have lots of work experience in the charity sector, and I also don't have decades of work experience behind me anyway. In the jobs that I have done, I've worked very operationally, delivering the finer details of a project or a programme. And being a trustee means that you go from the completely other end of the spectrum. You're talking about the bigger picture of the organisation and how to move it forward. And I realised that I didn't need to be worried about that in the end because the board was super welcoming and it was a chance to learn instead.
How do you manage your time?
So alongside being a trustee, I actually have a full-time job as well, and I find that managing them both is actually not really a problem. Board meetings are often organised really far in advance, so I can book the time out with my employer and I can make sure that I have enough time to prepare for the meeting. Preparation often involves reading the board meetings that management staff give us, and also revising and revisiting the minutes from the last meeting. Alongside this, I also put myself forward to be the EDI link for the board, so I have regular meetings with staff from the organisation to talk about how they can make their inclusion programmes better.
What do you enjoy the most?
Family Carers is such a fantastic organisation, and I really enjoyed actually getting to know the staff of the organisation and the other trustees. They have such passion and such wisdom, and I've just really enjoyed soaking that all up. And from the other side of things, I've really enjoyed making my own contribution and my own mark in the organisation, because even though the charity is really big, I know that my contributions at board meetings do trickle down and eventually make an impact on the service we deliver.
What advice would you give someone thinking of becoming a trustee?
Coming into a trustee board can be really intimidating, but I think at the end of the day you've got to back yourself. All of your experiences in your life will actually make you a really valuable member of any board, and boards actually really need diversity because that creates better service at the end. And Suffolk Family Carers have really championed this and really championed my contribution all the way through this. Just in becoming a board member for Suffolk Family Carers, all we actually require is that you share our ambition to make sure family carers are visible, valued, supported and connected.
Thank you Hannah for joining us today and answering all these questions about becoming a shadowing young trustee. Thank you.
No problem.